If you were thinking about buying Innistrad Remastered, this might be a video you want to watch. If you're one of the many players hanging on the fence wondering if you should buy a box of Innistrad Remastered, this is a video that may help you make up your mind. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today. Now, Innistrad Remastered is really only a few weeks away when you think about it. We're all seeing all kinds of spoilers come out, and we've got the hype train back on track, but there's still a large segment of the Magic population that's hanging on the fence for a product like this. Now, the pre-orders for this set are very low. In most areas I've checked, yes, there's some collector boxes selling here and there. We've got a few little play booster boxes selling at a local store. But guess what? For the most part, it's not selling. It's not moving. Now, the good news is this is not unusual anymore. I've learned my lesson, and so have many of you. Just because it isn't selling now doesn't mean it's not going to sell at all. And that has led to some issues in the past. We've seen other products this year where players hummed and hawed, did not do a pre-order, only to find out locally the product is sold out the week of release. So you finally see all the spoilers, you're ready to go and buy some at the store, even a few packs, maybe a couple of collector booster packs, maybe a few play booster box packs, and you can't buy any because other people got there ahead of time, bought it ahead of you, and stores aren't spending what they used to spend on this product. So I hope you've learned your lesson, and I hope you're planning well, because you may be stuck in that same situation this time around, because it is a remastered product. There's nothing new coming down the pipeline. It's the same old, but it is a product that players are excited about in some areas. Innistrad is a very cool plane of existence, and that alone can really garners the attention of many players who like the gothic horror theme of things. Even if it's been a little watered down in recent years with things like Crimson Vow, it hasn't lost its luster for many players who hope to go back to a scarier theme, almost like a Ravenloft style from Dungeons and Dragons. Now, the pre-orders for most of these products are still really low. Most areas I checked out and the stores I talked to, there's no concern right now. Oh, we've got plenty coming. We've got some stuff coming in stock. It won't be a problem. To all the way up saying, I'm not selling any more pre-orders. I've only got a couple of boxes left, and I want to save that for customers who come in and buy packs. So I won't be selling a box of it. That's the gamut of what we're seeing. And the biggest hesitation when it comes to the pre-order is always the box price, being able to come up with the money and buy an entire box. Now, the people I've spoken to, some friends of friends, are actually interested in drafting this. They do want to play with it. It's just the whole thing about buying it right off the bat. They said, all these boxes exist. We already know everything that's coming in there, okay? We may not know every single spoiler yet, but we know the plane of existence. We know Innistrad. So, we're okay. But what happens if we wait 6 months? We don't have to buy it right away. What happens if we wait a year and this thing goes on sale? We don't have to have it now versus saving 10, 20, 30%, buying it on discount later. And that's where some of them are going. And I have warned them. I said it may never go on sale because Wizards has not been doing that lately. They are not overprinting in the old days, and stores have not felt the need to cleanse the product shelves and nuke everything just to get it out the door. So buyer beware. You may be in the situation where it never goes on sale if you're waiting, but yes, it will be around for a couple of years and it will be readily available on shelves. So even waiting isn't going to hurt you, other than you may miss out on that experience locally, at least in the immediacy of its release. You may have a situation where it's completely sold out. Now, the cards inside. Let's face it, guys. Edgar Markov, people want him. They want him bad. Eminence, right? They are excited that he is being reprinted, and it will affect the prices on the secondary market, and we will see things drop down. Now, this being a premium product, though, if you get a chance to get Edgar Markov at a fairly decent price, you might want to jump on that. Because at this price level, and the way we see boxes being opened, and if somebody's cracking it and gets an Edgar Markov, they're probably going to keep it, means this price is more likely to rebound faster than people anticipate, just because of the supply and demand issue with the prices the way they are versus what people are willing to spend with their wallets. Cracking a pack is different than buying a box, which is why we're going down to that whole 30-pack box thing coming with Aether Drift. It's something to consider, but it's a mind over matter thing where you know you're getting a few less packs, but the price looks more attractive to your brain. So something to keep in mind as well. Now, here at the end of the video, because this is not a long video today, there's not that much to cover other than the pre-orders. When we look at the pre-order pricing going forward, I want you guys to consider this and think about it, because if we don't do a pre-order and stores don't have the cash flow to keep continually ramping out, you're going to see this happen almost like deja vu. It's going to keep happening until some set comes along that a lot of players buy into, but even then, a store may be unprepared for that. They may not be ready for the hype of a particular set. It happened with Bloomborough, where a lot of the stores ran out of the collector boxes like right away, and they couldn't really get any in quick enough to satisfy the player needs. This can happen with upcoming sets, and I'm not saying every set, but certain sets like Final Fantasy, there'll be a few this year, not to mention Marvel, that are really going to garner a lot of attention. So if you're a pre-order person and you're thinking, I'm gonna wait until I see every single thing, you may not want to if you expect to play with these cards on the immediate release date. If you're willing to wait a few weeks till more orders come in, that's fine. But if your player wants to have it right away, yeah, you may be ponying up some cash ahead of time to make sure you get your pre-order in. I used to say that pre-orders didn't matter because it was always available. They've cut back on that printing, and it is not always available. Things have sold out enough times now that I can at least give you guys that fair warning and say, you know what? It's not the way it used to be. Wizards has taken corrective measures. But if we put enough orders in, you're going to get what you want probably. Guys, thanks again for hanging out. Thanks for being here on the channel. Are you planning on buying some? Have you decided only to buy some packs, or are you just going to buy singles? This is what we need to talk about in our comment section, so drop a line. And if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell, because I'm here every single day. Guys, have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, guys, here we are at the end. You see the names going by? The greens, the reds, the blues, the purples, the oranges. That's right, these are the patrons, the lords of this channel who make sure this content happens each and every day. Now, you know what? They're important people, because without them, daily content isn't possible, guys. It just wouldn't happen. So thanks again for that support. Thanks for being here on the channel. And of course, I'll see you guys tomorrow, because it's going to be another video. Okay, we're here at the end. I'm only going to tell you guys, because you're at the Ramble Jamble. Couple of things of note. Special edition Lord of the Ring boxes. Wasn't going to do a video about it. Wasn't going to put this together. But here at the end of the video, where almost no one watches, I know of a couple of stores who say they're sold out, but they're not. They got boxes put away for the future. This is the first time I've seen a store put boxes away for the future to see where the prices would go. It's not a lot. It's only 50 boxes. But the idea of these boxes and how expensive they are now, I said, aren't you tempted to sell? They're like, no, not yet. They're paid for. It's fine. And that kind of got me wondering, like, where are we going here? Are all of a sudden sealed boxes becoming collectible again? I said, no, don't go crazy. It just means that there might be people out there hoarding boxes in the backdrop just to see what the market does. Just to see. 50 boxes is not much in the big scheme of things. But 50 boxes when they're $1,000 plus, that's like 50 grand or higher, right? Insane to think about. But I want to let you guys know. It's just, I can't say who, I can't say why, but they just decided to do it this way. I'm kind of fascinated by that. It kind of got me around there. Now, Innistrad. I'm still not going near it. It's a remastered product. I'm hoping Edgar drops cheap enough that I can buy a copy, because I would like to do a Vampire Commander deck at some point. I like to have some of the key pieces. That's all I'm saying about that, because that's way down the road, but I like the idea of it. So I'd like to pick up that one card, and then maybe pick up vampires as I go along. Cavern of Souls here and there, and get the ball rolling at later dates. You guys let me know though the cards you're after, because Meat Hook and stuff I already own. I don't need any of these cards, and some of them are just not interesting enough to make me even get look over there. But still, it is what it is. It's going to be a remastered product. It's going to be okay for players who want to experience it, but that price point bothers me to no end. I think they should have made like $100, and it would have been a slamming success. Could have kept the collector boxes expensive just to give some variation, but those draft boxes should have been just dirt cheap. Get the attention on it. Guys, thanks again.